The field of comic book creation provides opportunities for displaying artistic skills and helps create content that is entertaining and simple to understand. The following article provides a basic overview and information to make your own comic books. A comic book should ideally contain 22 pages. It makes the book short and compact. Just like any other creative activity, writing a comic book is also an art. It is a form of creative writing in which one has to visualize the sequence of events instead of just creating a verbal portrait. The story should draw attention and liven up the reader's interest. Since most of the comic book stories are read by children, the content presented in them should be simple, entertaining and must give a positive message. Make your own. To write a comic book, one should either follow the full script or plot or dialogue method. The above two methods, though, are commonly used in comic writing. You can also innovate if you wish to do so. The full script method gives more control to the writer in a sense that he/she can decide on the number of panels in a page, the characters presented in it, and finally the sequence of events and dialogues. The plot or dialogue method, on the other hand, allows the artist to take charge of the portrayal of events in the story. The writer has to provide the artist with a synopsis of the story and dialogues for few instances or events. Rest of the control is handed over to the artist. He divides the basic plot of the story into panels and decides on how to pace it. After the artist is done with his job, the content is handed over to the writer for him to add the rest of the dialogues in the story. How to start? The first thing that a comic book writer should do is to work out the structure of the story visually. Writing along the flow of thoughts is not recommended in this type of literature. The writer should have the whole story, or at least a rough idea, in his mind. The content written by him should offer a clear idea about the sequences and events to the artist. Clarity of thoughts allows the artist to portray the story in an efficient manner. In short, the artist shouldn't face much difficulty in interpreting the content written by the writer. There is no scope for the writer to expand his thoughts or ideas in this form of writing, as he is expected to remain focused on the flow of story by providing compact descriptions. The story should be fast-paced and dialogues used only when the need arises. The fast pace of the story maintains the interest levels of readers. As far as comic books are concerned, one should keep in mind that less is more. The comic book characters should attract the attention of the readers. One could refer to various comic book resources and famous cartoon comics in order to obtain information on creating the necessary content. Comic book publishing companies like Marvel Comics, Dark Horse Comics and DC Comics are amongst the many publishing houses functioning in this industry. One should find a suitable publisher and understand the technicalities and financial aspects of publishing beforehand. It is advisable to choose a publisher who provides enough exposure to your artwork. The above guide to making comic books provides us with a basic idea about the field of comic book creation. It would help you make your own comic books, at least in the primary stages. Comic book creation is thus one of the fun-filled ways to exhibit writing skills.